As far as home field advantages go in the playoffs, there are few places tougher on a visiting team than this one. Sold out in Power Field at Mile High in Denver. Straight ahead, a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl. And it should be a great one, as it'll be the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the Denver Broncos.
The winner here goes to the Super Bowl, and we'll know soon enough which team that'll be as we are underway in the AFC title game.
And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. They begin the drive with Williams. He's shoving his way inside the 35. And he's going to have the Broncos first down as he's got this past the 35 to about the 37.
It's been a long season, but he still looks fresh running the football. He knows his guys are one game away from the Super Bowl, so he's going to give it all he's got. And that's a heck of a run right there.
They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Absolutely no trouble moving the ball on the ground on the first 2 plays from scrimmage.
Absolutely. You know what I really like? Same guy carrying the ball both plays, and what drives me crazy is when a back has a nice run, he taps his helmet to go out of the game. I would want the ball again and again and again because you've established really nice momentum, and now you're seeing the field really well.
On 2nd down, here's Wilson. Over the middle, complete. It's Williams. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Denver has a first down on the 15-yard play.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the Jaguars' 36-yard line.
Up the middle, it's Williams. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, here's Williams. And he's going to be a yard short. Needed 4, but got 3.
So many things go into making a good play on defense. In this situation, just not being blown out of the way was a big start, and then a nice tackle to finish things off.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll try and run for it. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 of the 12. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on first down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
Here's a 2nd and 5. Now it's Wilson. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. A stop there on 3rd. They could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on 1st and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there, and I'd go right at him with another momentum play. I'd go quickly and attack them because right now they probably have their heads down a little bit since they didn't stop him on 3rd down.
Williams is not going to advance very far. He'll be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
On 2nd and goal, standing alone in the backfield is Williams. Williams is into the end zone for a Bronco touchdown. First quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. And as we see so frequently here in Colorado, that one over the end line, so it'll come out to the 25. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. This is caught. It's Kirk. Down the sideline he goes. Touchdown, Jaguars. Christian Kirk, 75 yards. And the Jaguars are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Extra point from McManus is good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. From his end zone, here's Tremont Smith. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. Here's 2nd and 10. Now we give up the middle to Williams. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
We are watching a runner having a really nice game. Carrying it very well. Vision is excellent, but boy, look at the help he's getting. Offensive line, I think they're pretty eager to block for him.
On 3rd and 1, Wilson. Flushed out right. And that will be incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense?
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
Here we go with Williams. And some space here. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. 7-7, our score after one. Now Wilson on first down. Short throw caught by Dulcich. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last two plays.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations. But a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Wilson. And this one is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Yeah, some real defensive resistance there, saying not so fast to a good drive. They had marched to the end zone the last time out.
Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Now ETN to start the drive. Shoves him aside near the 35. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the Sticks.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
From the gun, it's Lawrence. That's going to be caught by Kirk. His second catch, and this one not nearly as electrifying as his first. And it'll bring up 3rd down now.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Here comes 3rd and the length of the football. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. The 3rd down conversion successful. A gain of 11.
Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
Now Lawrence.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the
the midfield stripe. So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the 1st. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be 4th down.
This offense really put themselves in a tough spot on 1st and 2nd down and needing long yardage to try and pick up a 1st down. And they ended up getting a great run. Explosive, picked up nice yardage. You don't expect to be in this situation on 4th down. But guess what? It all started with what happened on 1st and 2nd down. Really put them behind the 8 ball.
AFC title game, second quarter action. 2 minutes to play. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. And this one is no good. He missed it. These playoff games have a tendency to be tight. You have to wonder if that missed field goal could haunt him later.
Yeah, we're always looking for the key plays, right? The ones that we're going to magnify. Usually those happen in the second half or later in the game. This might be the key play of the game showing up here in the first half.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. On 1st down, Wilson. Open man, left side. It's a tight end. Man hurts. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. 85 yards on the ground in his first half with a Super Bowl berth on the line.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
On 1st and 10, it's Spears. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. They're going to bring back to the line now. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Touchdown! Jerry Jeudy, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Broncos will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get Lawrence hit and the ball is free. And this will be gathered up in the end zone, and that's a defensive touchdown. Once that ball was loose, the question was, would this be 2 or would it be 6? It's 6. The defense able to pounce on it.
And for the offense, the training didn't really kick in, did it? Once that ball comes loose, you've got to get on it, make sure that you recover it, or make sure you punch it out of the end zone. Anything but give it to the defense to score a touchdown.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. First and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an... Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Now Wilson on second down. And incomplete on the deep ball. They're going for a receiver there. Already has one touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
Well, the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now Kaimi Fairbairn for the field goal try. He connected on his first, this from 41. Fairbairn able to put this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with Lawrence's arm, they may give him a shot to let this thing rip downfield. We'll see. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. And we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Looking for the out route here, and it's completed to Kirk. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Lawrence will throw. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Tally, that is catch number 1 for him in this AFC Championship. It's a first down.
Great job.
Lawrence. He's going to wind up and air it out. That's caught inside the 20. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 45 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. They go play action with Lawrence. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. A shotgun snap and a give to Etienne. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 48 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
But with the score where it is, you're not thinking field goals right now. You need touchdowns. So that was a much-needed conversion there on third down.
Bigsby. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
Let's go. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal.
Here we go.
Bigsby once more. But he will go backwards as he's stopped for a loss. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
This has not been a fun sequence for him at all. 1st and goal, no gain. 2nd and goal, he ends up losing yardage. He may be trying to talk him into getting the ball 3rd time, but I think it's going to be difficult for him to win that battle.
On 3rd and goal, Lawrence. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So now 4th and goal. You're trailing by a decent amount here. What are you doing, Coach Davis?
Well, I've got to think to myself, just how many more opportunities am I going to have this close and have this chance? I've got to go for it right here. The clock's dwindling on me. Let's go get it done.
So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need them to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Now Spears to begin the drive. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
The defense thought they had that play covered, but it still got driven backward by those blockers. Those types of plays are a key part of any team's offensive game plan. It all starts up front in the trenches.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Alert.
Now Wilson. Finds Dulcich out left side. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 2nd catch of this AFC title game, and he's got a 1st down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
No doubt about it. Really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the 1st. Play clock down to 3, and we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. What do they have for this? 3rd and 11.
Alert.
Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 27-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 27. Throwing is Wilson. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. And a penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. 1 quarter remains for the right to go on. Now a 2nd and 6. Here's Wilson. His throw incomplete.
Well, the secondary's really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just followed the basic rules. See ball, knock ball away. Turns into a nice play.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Alert, 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 alert. Front left, front left.
Here's Wilson to throw. This one swung out to Williams. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
If this were baseball, we'd call this small ball. Instead of pushing it downfield, they throw a short pass trying to pick up the 1st down, but the defense rallies to the football and stops him short, bringing up a 4th down.
They run. It's Williams. And he gets the 1st down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that, but by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. Mims in motion right. That's a jet sweep. Wilson with a little pop pass. And he will score. Touchdown, Denver. Marvin Mims, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Broncos are closing in on a Super Bowl berth now as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And the lead is now 24. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And their dream of a Super Bowl berth so close 3 quarters ago, but obviously starting to slip away if it hasn't already. They need points here and in a hurry. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Here's Lawrence. Open man is Kirk, complete. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. And he's been one of their few bright spots here this afternoon.
And as you pointed out, so far he's gotten his. That's not been the issue at all. But the teammates, the other guys, they've been shut down. That's why the defensive guys...
And the Broncos get there and take him down. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss.
You can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Drew Sanders. And nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line.
Lawrence's pass intercepted. They'll take over 1st down and goal.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Spears going to be stopped before he can get moving forward as he'll lose a couple back to the 5-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
At the 5-yard line.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Well, trailing here in the 4th quarter, and that personal foul, that only adds to the hole that they're currently standing in.
Yeah, absolutely a bad job of just losing your cool and letting your anger take over. Mistakes like that, not going to help you at this stage of the game.
They'll run it with Williams. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, this offensive line has really stepped up to the challenge here because those Mastodons, they've been sensational clearing holes all game long. And this is great work down here near the goal line to give their back the space he needs to work his way into the end zone.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Now a throw here to his running back. And running with power here. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Lawrence to throw. And he can't escape, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second. Hey, Lion! Play action. It's Lawrence. Under pressure, they got him again. Baron Browning, he's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks.
Partner, my vocabulary isn't that great, but to me, there's only one word that fits this front seven today, and that's dominant. 4 and 5 sacks.
And he's going to go down again. He couldn't get away there on 3rd down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12.
Talk about two sides of the ball at cross purposes, because mercifully this game's almost over for the offense, but the defense, they still want to get a few shots in. That front seven, they've loved this ball game. They've been able to pad their stats, and maybe some backups can get in and get a sack as well.
He's going to let it fly. Well, that's the 3rd interception for Lawrence. And the Broncos are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road and help seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
The Broncos are Super Bowl bound.